What is up, guys? Today we will be talking about two hype drama, specifically the Mopi situation. I know this video is like stupid, it's random, it has like nothing to do, but like I'm only making the video because I like to hype, and those are one of the channels that I watch all the time, and like seeing something happen like that, it's very interesting to go into. And plus, I've seen Jesser, LSK, and Mitchell and Mopi all from the beginning before 2Hype and everything, because they were always in videos together. So that's why I wanted to do it, because it's very interesting to see a different side of them, or 2Hype, excluding Mopi, Los, TD, and Cash and Moochie. So it really started was Mopi being gone for an extended period of time, and then once 2Hype won the Streamies, he tweeted, "L Hype except Cash and Moochie, you guys are cool." And he later confirmed he wasn't hacked. He meant that by heart. And seeing that, I was very confused. I was like, what's happening? What'd they do? And then once like they took the break from that, TD and Los made videos saying how 2Hype is manipulative and just straight out fake, which struck me as confused because I didn't think they were like that, because from their channel, obviously, they don't show it. But once Los and TD presented their side, I was in awe because I didn't expect that from them. But if you have two people backing it up and then Mopi coming in as the final straw, that kind of just ruined 2Hype's reputation. And what made it very interesting is that TD watched LSK's video of him explaining what happened between him, Los, and Mopi. And the thing is, he never even talked about Mopi. He just said, we're gonna leave it alone for right now, even though TD and Los know what happens with Mopi. So, yeah. And also, it said LSK lied about what he said about TD, and that that he was quitting, but he got kicked out, which is very interesting. And that's what also happened to Los. What sucks is that it changes my whole perspective. 2Hype, Jesser, Zach, LSK, and Jidel, because of all they said about them. But what really destroyed it was Mopi. Mopi was the final straw. He exposed 2Hype for what they really are, which came to a shock to me. And I'm not speaking on this is what he said makes me feel, and that he has his opinions on, and that video and TD's and Los's makes me build an opinion about who 2Hype really is. The crazy part is he starts off with Jesser. He's telling that basically what I got from it, money took over him. He was very tight with his money. He didn't want to share any, and that he was very stubborn about it. And like, he didn't want people coming up to him, I guess, like fans or anything. He was like stubborn with it, and that he was very uptight with everything. And that Mopi said he was lying about him. Like, he was finding demons, yes, but like he took it way out of proportion, which kind of upset Mopi. Then he goes on to say he's very selfish in a way, and that LSK and Zach changed him into the person he is, which made Jesse leave. And that even though they were lifetime friends, Mopi knew it was wrong. What was wrong with him? That was not Jesse. And that greed took over. And that was really bad. And like, he said he doesn't want to talk to Jesse anymore, which is crazy to me, since he's been saying they've been friends since they were 13, and that it's over basically. Between them, it's over. And what he said about LSK and Zach were basically like, they're the ringleaders, they're the ones that are changing them, they're the ones that control everything, when they really don't, but they make these things controllable. They control everyone and make sure it's the way they want it and not how the other people want it. That their way is the only way, basically, and that no one else's opinions matter, which strikes me as odd because Zach's not that big other than Jesse and LSK, and it kind of sucks that like you're saying this and like you think of them one way, but when they're getting exposed, it treats them as someone else, which is really bad because they look terrible now. You know, it makes them look really bad as a brand and everything. And it's also like brand deals were controlling them. Like, that's what they wanted to happen, so they wanted brand deals to get money and bring in revenue, but barely share it. And what he said about Jado was barely even about, like, video. That was just him. Like, he was saying in Jado's own videos, Jado shows so much emotion, shows like happiness, and like makes sure it's enjoyable to watch. And that when he's on Mopi's channel, he's just there. He's just not happy. He's showing less emotion, being kind of disrespectful, and that he doesn't really care to be there, and he doesn't want to be there actually, which actually seems really bad because that's Jesse's brother, and Jesse and Mopi have been friends since they were 13. And to think that this has been probably going on longer than 2Hype, like they never really cared. Like Jado never cared to be on Mopi's channel to help him, and even Mopi asking, "Can you be happier, show a smile or something?" And him just nodding and saying sure or something and just not doing it, which strikes me as very rude and makes me change my perspective of who they are. So that's just bad. Yeah, and here's the thing. This is my afterthought of everything that's been going on. Do I still want to watch 2Hype? I really do. Because behind the camera, there's someone else who no one wants to be around. But like, watching them, they seem like they want to be there. So it's like conflicting to watch them. Because I still like their content. I like that type of content. But like, me just knowing in the back of my head, they're disrespectful to them. And they made 3 people quit. Actually 4, if you remember Malcolm. And like, is that something I still want to watch? If I know that, I don't know. I'm conflicted, but like them individually, I don't even know if I want to watch Jester anymore, Jidel, LSK, or Zach. But like, I'm glad like they're still good in that group, like Mitchell and Cash, and even behind the camera, people behind the camera, Rick, Jeff, yeah, because they're the ones that make it happen, and Cash and Moochie are the ones helping and making sure Mopi felt better when he was going through a dark time. But all in all, I don't know how this is going to work out in the future, because it's going to be really bad for their brand, and they just joined the 100 Thieves. My thing is, like, it sucks to hear about this because I've been watching Jesser. He was the first one I've watched before, and me watching him throughout the year and now figuring out this is what he does makes me conflicted about how I feel about watching him. Because like, the reason I started all these videos is because I wanted to make content like him, because I thought of him as a role model for YouTube and others too. But like, what I do, like sports and all that, he does it too. It's very like conflicting to think about, but like, I'll never look at him the same. Like, because if it was just one person saying it, like Mopi or TD or Los, just them saying it, I'd be like, okay, maybe that's your view. But now that there's 3 of them, all clients sharing the same story, it all but confirms that they're kind of guilty, that Too Hype is kind of a lie. But like, their content is different from behind the camera. So I don't know, it just changes my whole perspective of who they are and who they are as a brand. After all this, I'm thinking I'm on Mopi, TD, and Los' side 100%. That's the side I'm on, because Too Hype, I don't know if I have some respect just for their content, but I don't know about the people really, because it's just everything they've done over the years. I thought when TD left, I was like, oh, okay, he has to help his mom, because I knew that was why he left, or the only reason I knew he left. And then Los left, I didn't really know why he left. And then when Mopi left, I was kind of bummed, because he was like one of my favorite guys on Too Hype once he joined. But I really hope like it all works out for them, and like I hope I see a video of Too Hype apologizing and actually owning up to this, or at least something to make this all feel right, or at least better than what it is right now. That's what I'm hoping for. So thank you for watching. This was just my overview of what's been going on one of my favorite channels, and I hope you enjoyed and just see what I think of it. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.